business. This is another initiative from Swakruta Charitable Trust. In the present situation, we all know we are all facing the pandemic, and whatever is best is possible through online, we are trying to do it. Just before we start our orientation program today, I'll just run through our activities which we have done for the last 14 years. May I request Aarti? Thank you very much, Aarti. Everyone could get some idea as to how Swakruta works. Today, we are going to introduce you to a new program, Get Set Start. This is an orientation program. It will be introduced to you by Dr. Ajay. Now over to Dr. Ajay.
Good evening, everyone. Am I audible?
Yes.
So a brief introduction about me. I am basically a doctor by profession, but I worked in industry in India and abroad from 1978 till 2012. And at a very young age of 58, I became an entrepreneur myself. I started my own company in 2012. So I started learning how to set up a new company, how to do things starting from registration of the company till filing your taxes. So this is a new brainchild of Swakruta, and this orientation will have about 5 or 6 slides which will explain to you as to what we intend to do, and then you can make up your mind and decide whether you would like to join this program. And I'm going to keep the presentation very short so that there will be enough time for you to ask questions right now on every aspect what we are going to show you. So Aarti, can you start my presentation? All right. So this is what Manik was referring to, that this is a program for you all, and it is named Get Set and Start. Uh, Basically because we want young women entrepreneurs to come forward and make use of this program to become successful entrepreneurs, develop their own idea, and be independent. And that is what this program is about. Next slide. So, what is the single line aim of this program which Swakruta is planning? It is basically to promote, train, and mentor future women entrepreneurs. That's all what we intend to do in this program. It is spread over about 8 to 12 weeks, and I will go through that in the next slide. And why are we doing it? First thing is that you all know, because of the current pandemic and a lot of other economic factors, jobs in the market are going down every day. You would have heard in newspapers and everywhere that there is a job crunch. So many men and women are losing their jobs. So what we thought was, these are the people who have got some experience, probably they're very young, and we could probably guide them to set up their own entrepreneurial business. Quality of jobs is also going down. Many times the jobs require you to spend huge amount of your time, 12 hours, 14 hours has become a norm. Many people don't get even time to eat lunch. So the quality of jobs that you're getting today are extremely strenuous and physically and mentally very challenging. But one good thing is there is massive outsourcing. A lot of companies try to outsource their work to smaller companies or smaller group of individuals, small startups, so that they don't have too many employees on their campus. So there's a lot of outsourcing, and that is where there's an opportunity for every entrepreneur to start his or her small setup. Women specific challenges, every woman faces this because they get married, they get relocated, then they are getting pregnant, post delivery, they're not able to attend to their jobs, they're taken off for about 1 or 2 years, and then they want to restart. And when they want to restart, uh, it is very difficult for them because the skill sets have changed. Probably the employer wants an entirely different skill set. So that is what we feel is another reason why we should do this. There's a huge market opportunity. And unfortunately, what we found was there's a lot of training options available, but many of them run for months. Some of them run for a year. You can do a compact MBA in about a year. So what we felt was that for women entrepreneurs to start at a young age, can we give them some brief ideas to what you need to know to start as an entrepreneur? And hence, we developed this concept. Next slide. When and where, the basics. What we are planning is there'll be just one session every week, so that it doesn't load you too much with a lot of academics. We are going to keep the academics as low as possible, and we would like to give you a lot of practical training and a lot of practical tips uh, from what we have learned or what members of Swakruta have learned over a period of 12 or 14 years, when they are seeing a lot of young entrepreneurs coming up, developing their business, some of them successful, some of them not successful. And even there are lessons to be learned from less successful entrepreneurs. Every week, the session will be hardly 1 or 2 hours. It would be timed on a Sunday between 4 to 6 p.m. And the current plan is that we will have about 8 or 10 sessions. That basically means we will run the program for about 2 to 2.5 months or 3 months. Predominantly, it will be online because the COVID situation is not improving. In case it improves, we may have some amount of offline training. That means face-to-face training, wherein we will probably call you to a particular place and do this training live. But that will depend entirely on how the COVID situation evolves. In case it doesn't allow us to do that, then the whole program will be online. Next slide. And how we intend to make entrepreneurs out of you. Now, every session that we will have will be followed by a small assignment. So that if you attend a session on this Sunday, until next Sunday, you will have a small assignment to do, 1 page or 2 page of writing work probably, or creating PowerPoint slides, whatever you prefer. And you can send them to us in advance on a Friday. We will go through them and we will display those slides and those points that you have made into the next session, so that people are aware that everyone is on the same page and they're developing. We will also get an idea that you have understood what we have been telling you or what our faculty is telling you. So that is the reason why we want an assignment which you need to complete in the 8 days time and then attend the next session. So after initial set of 8 to 10 sessions, you will reach a stage wherein you will be able to give a presentation of your complete project, starting from what is your original idea till how you want to, by and large, execute or implement your project. So you will have, by and large, a rough idea, which will be, we will be sharing you a set of slides in which you need to put. So if you can put your thoughts together in those 8 to 12 slides, you are done with it. So your project is ready, and then we will have a group of experts, uh, probably 3 or 5. Before then, you will do a presentation at the end of 8 or 10 sessions, and the expert committee will review your projects and say there are 12 projects, let's assume, and the expert committee feels that 8 projects are worth taking straight away, balance 4 need to improve or need to change. And then all these projects that are selected, they will be put into what is known as an incubation center at the RV College of Management. This is a fairly big management institute in Bangalore. And they have got an incubation center where what they do is they pick up such project ideas and people and train them through, and also do a lot of hand holding exercise to see that the project actually fructifies. Each project will have an industry specific mentor. Let's assume one of you wants to do a project on organic food, for example, or uh, a catering business, and the product, it can be a product, it can be a service. Suppose you decide that in a particular place, a particular service is required, and you decide to have your project around that particular service, then what we will try to do is we will try to get you a mentor who himself is or herself is in that industry, has run it successfully, and is willing to give you guidance to do a similar or a, uh, new entrepreneurial venture which is in that particular vertical. Like it could be food industry, it could be garments, it could be a service, anything. So we will give you an industry specific mentor so that he or she understands what you're trying to do exactly. And that mentorship plus the help from RV College of Management in the form of incubation center will be available to you for almost 1 year. That means if say the next session starts on what, July 17th, so till probably July 15th next year, July 15, 2022, you will have continuous support from the incubation center at RV College of Management, and you will have support from the industry specific mentor. So that is what you're going to get in this program. Next slide. What are the topics we're likely to cover? These are just brief. There'll be a lot of topics. I mean, starting from how you're going to register your industry or your enterprise. You want to register it as a proprietorship or a partnership, etc. Right from there, I have not mentioned the nitty gritties. What I mentioned is that these are the key topics. How will you develop a project proposal? Because whether you go to the bank or whether you go to an investor, he or she is going to say, tell me your basic idea in 5 or 7 pages. So developing your project proposal will be the first topic, which we will take next week. Then there will be finance for entrepreneurs. You should understand how you need to take loan, what are the various options available, how will the investors, can you entice an investor to invest money into your project. So basically understanding your finance, what is the capital expense, what is the operational expense, how you need to figure out what kind of money you're going to require for the next 1 year of your project, etc. So that, those finance for entrepreneurs will be taken as a separate topic. Then there will be an expert who will talk about government schemes for micro, medium, and small industries, enterprises. There are a lot of schemes which we are not aware of. They are women centric. They are specifically meant for women. And we have realized that in at least Karnataka and many other places, the funding available through the government is not utilized because not many women go to these government agencies with a project, with a proper project proposal. So, proper project proposal with proper financial insight and explanation. If you go to these government agencies, you might get financing. On top of that, there are certain subsidies which you can claim, which are quite huge. I mean, many times you get subsidies up to 35% of what you have invested. Then there will be, we will be dealing with topics about marketing, branding, packaging, which is equally important in today's world, because the next one is digital marketing. In a digital marketing platform, your customer is just going to see the product as to how it looks. The packaging has to be extremely attractive. The product has to be good, no doubt about that. But then the person who is trying to buy it on your e-commerce portal is not going to take taste of your pickle, but he or she is going to see the packaging of the pickle, and that has to be very attractive. So we'll give a lot of importance to marketing, branding, packaging, digital marketing. There'll be a session on that. Many of us don't understand it, and hence I'm looking forward to understanding what digital marketing really means. It is simple, it is easy to do, provided you get some basic insights. Then we are going to touch upon quality, and for quality we are going to use Six Sigma as a tool, in which I have done some work. So Six Sigma can be taught for 1 year, it can be taught for 8 days, it can be taught for 1 day. I'm trying to compress it into about 4 or 6 hours of your time, wherein we will take you through the quality process so that once you set up your industry, you don't have to worry about poor quality. Because poor quality is one thing which will suddenly reduce your client base or suddenly reduce your consumers. So we will give a lot of importance to how you maintain quality of your product and quality of your service. And then we will also share some success stories of women entrepreneurs who have become successful. It may not be a bad idea, wherein we might ask some women entrepreneurs who failed in a particular idea, learned from it, and applied it to the next project that they did and became successful. These are the key topics, but during the discussion and during our interaction, if you feel that there's a particular topic in which you would like to have knowledge about, we are we are pretty open to have another extra session. Which, I mean, from 8 to 10, we might go to 8 to 12 sessions, 12 Sundays probably. And if there's an important topic which you feel needs to be dealt with, we will find an expert in that field and we'll try our level best to ensure that that topic gets covered. So that's all the general idea as to what we intend to do. To sum up, we want to train and mentor young women into entrepreneurs of the future. This will last, this is a course which will go on for about 8 to 12 weeks. And then we will put your project into incubation center of RV College of Management. Maybe we might invite another institute which would be willing to take your project in the incubation stage, provided that project happens to be more scientific, more pharma related. Then we might have to choose a different institute for incubating your project. After incubation of the project, you will also get an industry specific mentor, and that incubation center and the mentor together will guide you for about 1 year by giving you practical knowledge, by handholding you, correcting probably your mistakes, and taking you on the right path. So that is how we intend to run this program. So now, if you have any questions, any thoughts, any suggestions, or any doubts, feel free to ask us. We will try our level best to reply to you. In case we are not, then we'll note down the question and then reply back to you. Thank you.
Hello, Ajay sir. This is Nandini here. And, it was an excellent presentation. Thank you for the brief. So my query is, I mean, basic query, maybe it's a layman one. I don't know what is the incubation center. I mean, I understand the concept, but how does it work? And for example, if you can just take one like clothing or something like that, how do they incubate? What does it mean?
Yeah, incubation basically means that you've already developed your project proposal. Let's for the sake of this discussion, let's assume that you have developed a project for manufacturing low cost disposable face masks. Let's assume, because I'm sure this face mask requirement will be there perpetually for the next 5 years at least. And because people will be used to masks to such an extent that it will become part and parcel of your clothing accessory, to my mind. So suppose you want to specialize in that, or you have developed a unique concept of, then the incubation center will give you the scientific information. It will tell you how you need to compare your product with the market product that is already available, because you will have to compete with the product that is already there in the market. So they will tell you about costing, how to bring down the cost, how you need to get the space that you require to set up your industry, how many people you're going to employ, what will it take. So all these, because you will develop a project idea at a very high level. I mean, say 5 or 6 or 7 slides, basically saying, this is what I want to do. This is where I find the market is there. And these are the requirements probably of the client. And hence I want to do this project. But then there is a lot of things to be done for marketing, for financing, for branding. So all those inputs which you are going to learn in just 1 hour or 2 hour session are not going to be enough, right? You need to modify them or fit them to the project that you are going to do. So the incubation center will help you do that. In case they don't have that specialization, they will depend on the industry specific mentor to guide you. So at every step, the incubation center will help you to answer your questions, help you with where to go, how to, and give you probably they'll also be able to give you a lot of market inputs as to what is currently available in market and how does it compare with your product, and whether that product is whether that idea is suitable to take to the market. Same thing will apply if you have a service in mind. I'm using the word product, but it applies to service as well.
So that is what is the 1 year hand holding?
Exactly right.
Okay.
See, for example, I will give an example. There is, for example, this Kiran Mujumdar's industry, biotech, Biocon. They have an incubation center. So what they do is they call young people with a project, and if they have got a new project and they like it, they fund it, they incubate it, they take it to a final destination, and when the product is ready, Biocon itself acquires that company. That is how things move.
Okay, got it. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, good evening, Dr. Ajay. This is Archana.
Hi, good evening.
Yeah, hi. I have a question. I am working and I do not have a project, a business idea in mind right now. But I'm 54 years of age and I'm nearing retirement. So there's definitely something I'd like to take up. So you think I can still proceed with this development program?
Well, I would say I started at the age of 58. So you're 4 years younger than me. Right?
Okay.
But the good thing would be that don't look at it as I'm already 54. Will I be able to do it? No. The point is, in 54 years, you have acquired certain domain knowledge.
Yes.
Like as a doctor working in industry, I knew exactly what the industry requires from a doctor. What kind of consultancy? So that is the consultancy I developed. So you will also be. You're working as what currently?
I'm working in an IT company. I'm basically a web designer developer. Currently, I'm also working as a business analyst. So I'm working in an IT company for the last 30 years. And I also have an advertising marketing background.
So you have so much of domain knowledge.
Yes.
You just need to put it into I would probably suggest, I'm just suggesting, that I would suggest that you set up a consultancy firm which gives all these kind of IT and marketing related inputs to young entrepreneurs. You can be a service provider to young entrepreneurs itself.
Something, yeah.
Yeah. So,
yes, like digital marketing or something.
Right. See what, I mean, I would say you are comparable to a chartered accountant. What does a chartered accountant do? He provides a service, right?
Yes.
Service to give you advice on taxation, service to provide you inputs about how to get finance and probably file your income tax. So they do a lot of advising and consulting. It's just like what an advocate would do or what a consulting doctor would do. You can develop a complete consultancy service, but then as we go ahead, I would definitely tell you in the next session that keep that service very niche. Don't spread too many things. Don't say that I will give you all this. Then what happens is it becomes the thin spread over a long, huge surface. Then it doesn't develop. So you must have a very cohesive, precise, to the point. And the next Sunday when you join, I will exactly take you through the steps as to what we need to do and how we need to focus on a very small, specific consultancy service the way you are looking at.
Okay. And can it be something just completely unrelated to this? Can it be some other business idea altogether, which would be a service, like maybe supplying mineral distilled water or something to do with medical equipment and so on? Just broad ideas I had in mind.
Yeah. I mean, it is all your passion.
Okay.
Yeah. And your passion, if we are passionate about it, that's the first requirement to my mind. Right?
Okay.
I mean, nobody should push us into the swimming pool. We should jump into it, right?
Absolutely.
And your domain knowledge of IT, your domain knowledge of marketing, your domain will help.
Yes.
You see, it won't go anywhere. Domain knowledge is something which by working for such a long time, you already earned it. There's no need for you to re-understand the whole thing. That domain knowledge, it is up to you to apply to the idea, if you're passionate about, I can assure you will be successful. Because half of the people will be without domain knowledge, right? They'll have only passion. No, if here you're coming with domain knowledge plus passion, that is a big plus.
All right.
And
Thank you
don't
so
forget
much.
you're 54, okay? We have long lives these days, so keep ourselves busy. And I'm doing it mainly because I want to keep myself busy. That's it.
Yes, right. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Any other question? All right. So
is this funding? I mean, is there any charges? How does it work?
I think Manik should be able to explain it to you.
Sure.
Yes. Yes. This is, we are charging very, very minimal. Okay. We are just charging 900 rupees for the next 10 to 12 sessions. Actually, we could have done it free of cost. Then it doesn't have any value. Anything you get free, you may not take it that seriously. So we would like to charge very minimal, which is just 900 rupees for the next 12 weeks.
Okay. That makes sense. Thanks.
Yeah, and I think I need to add here that I think the RV Institute of Management, if they take up your project for incubation, again, there are no charges, I guess, from the college. And the mentors whom we are going to choose, most of the mentors are not expecting anything from you. They would be basically mentoring you free of cost for almost a year. You can always go to them and get clarifications on the industry specific aspects of your project.
Excellent. And these mentors will be from RV, or is it from Swakruta, whoever is established?
We will have mentors from RV also and mentors from Swakruta also. And going ahead, if we find a very interesting project and a deserving candidate, not only one, maybe few, we'll also be giving some financial support if the candidate deserves that in the long run.
Okay. That's a great news.
Hello. Yeah.
Yes.
I have one question. Is there any age limit for this program?
Absolutely no age limit. 18 plus.
Okay, 18 plus. Okay.
Anyone who is 18 and above is welcome. Okay. You can be part of this.
Okay, because my daughter has already started her non-profit organization. She's teaching village girls online English, and she has her small venture right now, just started 3 months back. So if she gets an opportunity to join this program, I think she will have some extra knowledge while doing all this work. So that's why I'm asking. She's not 18 plus actually. She's only 16 now. So is it possible for her to have this program?
Yes. If she is that passionate, as a special case, definitely we will include her. She is most welcome. We want young entrepreneurs. See what happens generally, especially with the girls, they definitely get educated, maybe graduation, double graduation, and then they start working also. At some point, they have to get married. So in all this process, they never think of being an entrepreneur by themselves.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
so if we can change the mindset of thinking like, no, I want to be an entrepreneur. Wherever I live, I'll be my own boss. I will do my things on my terms and conditions. That is going to help. So let us, definitely your daughter is welcome. Let her join.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Anyone else?
Ma'am, you're starting this program from next Sunday?
Yes.
Okay. because
Where
I'm
are you
going to.
from, Bhagyashree?
I'm from Bangalore only, but my native is Kolhapur.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I recently become a yoga instructor. Before that, I
Mm.
was working as a business analyst before my pregnancy. But
Mm.
in lockdown, my priority got changed. My baby is very small, and my husband
Okay.
is very busy. So we thought to change the my career path. So it will be flexible. So I become a yoga instructor because I was passionate about it. And I have four friends who are MD in medicine, and one is a yoga instructor and dietitian. So we are like filing a company in the next month. So I am MBA in IT, but I'm very confused about how to do project proposal and all. That's why I'm asking, as I'm registering company in next month, so I will get some idea about project proposal.
Exactly.
Definitely.
Exactly right.
So that will be very helpful for me.
Yes, you
Actually,
should.
we have actually I have a various idea in my mind, but I don't know how to coordinate it with each other, and how to start my partnership with them, because we are not in the same days. We are one of my friend is in US, one is in Mumbai, I'm here in Bangalore, one is in Pune. So it will be all virtual. So I'm little bit confused. Yes, I need to invest money in it or not, or I should start it independently. That is the main confusion over here. So I think my ideas will get clear in this course.
Bhagyashree, ideally, you should be asking your friends also to join this, because if they are also clear in their mind as to how this whole project is going to be, whatever ideas you're getting, it may
Okay.
help. You can just suggest them. Even if you attend and share with them, that's also fine. But
Yeah.
I suggest it will be good experience for all of you, good learning for all of you.
Yeah. Yeah. No problem. I will tell them. Because everyone is very enthusiastic about it.
Yeah, correct.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Manik, ma'am, I just wanted to check if there are any case studies which have come out of this sessions earlier. Just curious to know, what kind of projects or something went.
This is the first time we are doing such a lengthy program, in the sense for 12 weeks. But we will be definitely introducing you to the success stories, okay, which have come out.
Yeah.
But that will happen only after a few weeks. Not
Yeah,
now.
I understood that as part of curriculum.
Yeah. Anyone else? Any other questions? I can see Pallavi Salgaonkar joining from Goa. Madam, do you have any questions?
Ma'am, may I? This is Vikas on behalf of Khushi.
Yes, please.
I'm very sorry, I was driving and I couldn't check my SMS. Just now I saw the SMS and found that there is a message to join it. And the moment I saw, I have joined it. But I vaguely remembered my daughter telling that there is a program wherein there is a hand-holding approach towards business. So
Yes.
can you, if it is not inconvenient, can you tell in short, if the time is getting over, what it is all about and how it will be?
I think Dr. Ajay, you can explain to him in brief.
The idea is that in about 12 weeks, 10 to 12 weeks time, every Sunday there will be a session for 4 to 6 hours on various topics related to entrepreneurship and developing your skills to become an entrepreneur. And at the end of 12 weeks, you would have developed your concept of what business or what entrepreneurship you want to develop.
Okay.
Once that is done, then there'll be a panel of experts who will review your project. And if they find that your project is perfect, then project concept is good, then they will be handing your project to the incubation center of RV College of Management. They will guide you Plus, we will give you a mentor from the specific industry vertical in which you intend to have your project.
Okay.
And that handholding will continue for about 1 year
Okay.
till you become a successful entrepreneur.
Oh, so nice. Okay. So what is the qualification for the participants?
No qualification. They should
It
be
is
just
only for females or it is only for
right
anybody?
now. Swakruta is a charitable trust which basically works for women entrepreneurs.
Okay.
But if you are interested in joining, we'll figure out how we can do that. I don't think you would like to. I mean, an entrepreneur who is passionate about an idea, we would not definitely not like to lose him or her. So we will figure that out.
Okay. Fine. So I can be in touch with you over phone and emails?
Yes, sure. I think we are going to share this Swakruta's PowerPoint presentation and even my presentation to all of you in a PDF format, and there will be contact numbers and email IDs. You can write to us, and we will see how we can fit you into this program.
So nice, so kind of you. So I will be spreading the word about you. It's such a nice initiative by you all, and very glad to be in touch with you. Blessed to be in touch with you. God bless.
Thank you.
God bless. And wishing you all the best. Thank you so much to everybody.
Thank you so much.
Ma'am, I have one quick question, if it is okay, time permits.
Yes.
Yeah, I just wanted to know that when there is mentorship, will it be only for selected projects or selective ones, or for everybody? When we are getting support from the RV College of Management, and when it goes to the incubation center and things like that, so it will be only based on the project quality, or how is it?
No, not necessarily.
Okay.
Some few projects will be supported by RVIN. Okay, but we will definitely, as Swakruta organization, we will be holding the hand for all the participants. Whoever registers, who undergoes the training, definitely in our own capacity, we will definitely handhold you for next 1 year.
Okay, which means that it may not be through the RV College of Management, but it will
May
not
be. Yes.
May not be. Yeah. Depending based on the the scope and the.
Now that you are located in Mumbai, maybe I'll connect you to a person in Mumbai who can guide you.
Okay, correct.
That way it may happen.
Okay, got that.
And probably if you are in Mumbai, there will be these management institutes. We'll find them out who will have incubation centers, because these have become norms now. Most management centers, many of them will have, or there could be some industry specific to your kind of vertical that you choose, who may have an incubation center in Bombay as well.
Okay. Yeah. Currently, I'm in Navi Mumbai, but I can manage that. Not a problem.
Okay.
Thank you.
Priya, I think your hand is up. You want to say something?
Yeah, I've already asked my question to ma'am. So that is clear. Thank you.
Okay. Anyone else? Anyone else has any doubts? Can be clarified now.
I think you need to tell them the next steps, and I think this is where we should stop.
Yeah. Aarti, can you explain to them what next we are going to do?
Yes, I'll be actually sharing the registration form to all of them, and they can fill the form. They can do the payment through GPay, Paytm, or account transfer. Once it is done and we confirm your payment, you will be registered for this program. We will form a WhatsApp group of all the registered members, and then your journey starts. From next Monday, you will have your sessions and all the
Next Sunday, Aarti? Next Sunday.
Next Sunday. Yeah. So next Sunday we'll start the program, and you'll get all the communications in the group.
Is everyone clear with what next steps?
Yeah, it is around 4 to 6, right? That's how it is, the timings.
Yeah.
Okay. And will there be
Looking
any
forward to
recorded
it, ma'am.
sessions in case, I mean, obviously we'll try to attend 99.9%, but in case of something,
Yes, they'll be recorded.
Okay.
All the sessions will be recorded and we will share it with you in case you're not able to attend it personally.
That's perfect. Thanks.
But then we would also like that you all attend this so that there is an live communication and interaction so that all your doubts are cleared whenever the session goes on.
Only in rare situation you can remain absent. Otherwise, all of you are expected to attend all the sessions.
Correct. That makes sense for us itself.
Correct. I hope everything is clear now. Any other doubts? Anyone else?
Madam, what's the registration fee?
It is 900 rupees, sir.
Okay, fine. Thank you so much.
Okay.
And just one last question. Sorry, just
yeah, please.
Will such sessions be recurrent sessions? Like now, this is the first session, 8 to 10 weeks. So will there be something else, the next session planned? Will this be recurrent?
Yes, definitely. This program will be ongoing, one batch after the other. And we don't want to have too many people in one batch. Okay? So we will limit it to maybe 15 or 20 at the max, so that we can pay individual attention, guide you through all the weeks. So this will be an ongoing program henceforth.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Okay. Shall we conclude? No more doubts? Okay. Over to you, Sunita.
Good evening, everybody. On behalf of Team Swakruta, I would like to thank all the participants here who have joined us this evening. My sincere thanks to Dr. Ajay Patwardhan for giving us a useful insight into the contents of this program. Thank you, Doctor. I would also like to thank Aarti for working behind the scenes to make this happen. Now, I would request all the participants to register for this program. I think Aarti has already given you the details, and you will also get the registration form and you can fill them accordingly. Also, please spread the word amongst your friends, your relatives, or the group so that we have good participation. Then I think we have 1 week to go. The program begins from the 18th of July, that is next Sunday. And any queries that you have, please feel free to ask us. Our numbers are in the flyer. Thank you all once again. Looking forward to meeting you all on Sunday next. Bye-bye.
Yes. Bye. Thank you, Sunita.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks. Thank you.
He said for his daughter, actually.
Yes.